Life's Journey. I'm Chantel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have been following along for the last couple of weeks, then you know that I have been participating in Heidi Sambel's Creative Champion Contest. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been watching and who voted for me. I really appreciate your support. It has been so much fun. And you may also have noticed that I was not in this week's round of the contest. I did not make it through to this round, but I am just so thankful for the opportunity to have been able to participate with these amazing creators. The ladies who were in this month's contest were just top-notch, just amazing creators, so talented, and I have had a blast getting to know them better through this contest. And I just want to say thank you to Heidi for allowing me to be a part of that. And if you have not watched this week's round of the contest, there are 4 contestants left. I would encourage you to head over to Heidi's channel and watch this week's contest and see what they have come up with, and make sure that you vote. I will put the link to Heidi's channel in the description box below so that you can head over there after you finish watching this video. Now, with that being said, I do have a couple of projects that I had actually prepared for this 3rd round of the contest, just in case I made it through. And so I am going to be sharing those 2 projects with you today. And I'm really happy with these projects, the way they turn out. They're both just a couple of my favorite things that I've made, so I'm really excited to share them with you. So let's jump in and get started. For today's project, I'm going to be using 2 of these arched window decor pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the little sign and the glue. Then I'm going to cut a piece of foam core board 13 inches by 6 3/8 inches, and I'm going to glue that to the bottom of both of those window decor pieces. I just used my hot glue gun with some Gorilla Glue sticks, and it worked really well for this. Next, I cut 2 more foam core board pieces, 13 inches by 3 7/8 inches, and I'm going to glue these up on the sides in between the 2 window decor pieces, so I'm creating a box. And I secured them to the window decor pieces as well, just to make it nice and sturdy. Then I measured the inside width of my box, and I am going to cut 2 more foam core board pieces, 6 inches, which is that interior width, by the 3 7/8 inches. And then I'm going to attach those inside with some more hot glue. I wanted to cover up those raw cut edges of the foam core board, so I'm taking some of those barbecue skewer sticks, the long ones from Dollar Tree, and I cut them 13 inches to go across the top of those sides and then also along the bottom. Then I cut the handle from a toilet plunger from Dollar Tree down to 13 inches and sanded both ends, and then I am staining it just using some antique wax from Waverly. And while that's drying, I'm going to spray paint my flower box with this heirloom white spray paint by Rust-Oleum. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you do several really light coats so that that foam core board does not get too wet, or else it will start to wrinkle up. Once that is dry, I'm going to come in with some of that antique wax, and I'm going to dry brush the entire project. Then I will use some E6000 and a little bit of hot glue to attach my handle to both ends. And then I'm going to add this really cute Fresh Flower Market sign that I found at Dollar Tree onto the front of my box. I picked up these 3 little metal pails in the party section at Dollar Tree, and I'm spraying them with a coat of metallic silver spray paint. Then I'm going to take some elephant chalk paint, and I'm going to use an old brush and just pounce that all over to make like a galvanized look.
And then I'm going to use a lighter craft paint, just a lighter gray, and do the same thing, and then I'll mix the two colors together and go over it a third time just to build those layers to give it a more realistic galvanized look. Now I'm going to add these 3 little buckets to my box, and now it's ready for flowers. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad you're here. If you enjoy Dollar Tree DIYs or DIYs on a budget, then be sure to subscribe and also hit that notification bell and set those notifications so that YouTube will notify you when I upload new videos, because I do a lot of budget and Dollar Tree DIYs here on this channel. So now let's get into the second project. For this project, I will be using an 11 by 14 artist canvas, and I am removing the staples, and I'm going to remove the canvas and only use the frame. Next, I'm going to stain the frame using some antique wax, and I'm just going over it once, and then I'm going to wipe away some of the excess stain. Next, I measured the long side of the opening in my frame, and then I added 1 inch to that, and I'm going to cut 10 pieces of this self-adhesive veneer edging. I picked this up on Amazon. You can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot. And then I am putting 2 of the pieces together with the adhesive sides together, and then I am going to use an iron and just heat that up and melt them together. This is going to give me 5 strips that are sturdier and have a nice finish on both sides. Then I'm going to spray them with some metallic silver spray paint. Then I'll go in with my old paintbrush and some elephant colored chalk paint and just pounce that on, and then I will go back over it with some lighter colored gray craft paint, and then I'll mix the two together and go over them a third time just to give these a nice galvanized look. Then I'm going to lay them across the back of my frame with the galvanized metal side facing down or forward. I'm going to space them out evenly, and then I'm attaching them with some hot glue and making sure to stretch them or pull them tight so that they aren't sagging at all. Next, I'm going to take the picture out of this wall art from Dollar Tree and trim it down so it's not quite as large, get rid of some of that white space. And then I'm using a glue stick and I'm gluing it to the cardboard that came in that frame so it fits perfectly. Then I'll just trim off that excess on the top. Then I wanted to give this a little bit more dimension, so I'm adding these little wooden cubes and just gluing them onto those 3 center strips, adding a little hot glue on the top of those, and then placing my picture on top to make it stand out. Next, I'm going to use 2 of these sprigs of lavender that I picked up at Walmart, and I just put the stem ends together and wrapped some twine around them and hot glued that, and then I'm going to glue that in the center on the top of my frame. And then for a little extra embellishment, I took this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and tied a simple bow and glued it in the center of the lavender. And then I just glued on a jute twine hanger and it's finished. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to hear which of these projects is your favorite, so leave me a comment below. And thank you again for all of your support in watching and also voting during the contest. Be sure you head over to Heidi's channel to see this week's video and the contestants and what they have created. That link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.